seriously this the whole time.
Alright.
That's not, I'm kidding.
You know, I don't mind it.
No, you don't. All right, I'm gonna start off. Dabo talking about your mom cheering in the stands and everything, and then I go back and I watch the video of the game. She looks like she's having a ball.
Oh yeah, she loves it. You know, sometimes I can actually hear when like the stadium gets quiet, and you can just hear my sister say, "Boo, let's go, let's go, catch the ball." If I drop one, they like catch the ball, this and that, and it's just great to have that kind of support.
What do they call you?
Boo. My sister called me Boo, and my mom calls me. She just calls me Stinker Pot, some stuff like that. It's funny, I know.
So why Boo?
I don't know. This is something she always called me. She never really told me why she called me that. So.
But you can hear them anywhere in the stadium.
Oh yeah.
What's maybe one game when it's a big crowd, everything, but you can hear your mom?
It was after that Georgia Tech game. I was on the sideline, defense was on the field, and I could just hear him scream my name, T. I just looked back, and he just looked and started waving. I just started laughing. So.
Do you expect? I mean, she'll make the trip out to Phoenix.
Oh yeah, she definitely will.
What is it like having such a strong parental figure, like support you like she has?
You know, it's just good to see, you know, because I want to obviously have that type of support for my child, and it's just great, you know, having that type of mother who just come see you play anywhere, everywhere, and
they have a really good group of wide receivers too. And
does her support kind of help you through some down times? Like if you just don't feel like going to practice, does maybe thinking about how much your mom's making, how much support you kind of get you through a slow day, so to speak?
Well, I always feel like going to practice, you know, I always want to improve, but you know, when I first got here, I didn't know if I really wanted to play football, and she just kept my head level, and she just kept me going. So it's great to have somebody like that in your corner.
Do you think about how different that is sometimes? I mean, a lot of mothers out there don't want their kids to play football and be thrilled to hear that they don't want to play just because of the violent nature of the game.
Oh, my mom loves football. She's loved it ever since I was young. Ever since I started playing when I was 4. So, you know, she grew up around it, and she always wanted me to play.
Do you remember Coach Scott telling us a story your freshman year about how you caught a ball and the whole crowd went T? It might have been your very first catch, and you went back and asked, "Why are they booing me, Coach?" I mean, do you remember that moment? What that was like, and how much do you laugh at that now?
Yeah. I caught the ball. They all went T, and I thought they was booing me. I'm like, "Coach, you not hear them boo me?" They was like, "No, they used to do this for Nuke," and he said they're like, "Nuke." I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." So then I was like, every time I catch the ball, they do it. And I was like, I just started getting a little smirk on my face.
Do you still get goosebumps, even coming down to maybe the end of your career when you catch a ball and you hear that T? You even hear it like in Charlotte. You hear it at some road games.
Oh yeah, I was really shocked to hear it in Charlotte. You know, I did get goosebumps when they first did it. I was like, oh man, this is crazy. This is basically a home game, and you know, it just felt great. So.
How about even now at home during coming your last game at Death Valley when you hear the T?
You know, it felt good. You know, it's just something that can, that probably can keep going on into the NFL, hopefully, but you never know. But, it just felt good here in Death Valley, and hopefully keep it going.
Going back to your mom real quick, nobody's naive. You're doing this for her. Everybody knows that if you keep doing the way you're going, there's a payday for you at the end of all this. What is one thing that you would love to do for her when all of this finally does pay off?
Just buy something that she always wanted, which is a car, and I'm really looking forward to do that.
Do you have any plans yet for next year?
No, I don't know.
Have you thought about it at all?
No, I haven't. Just trying to focus on this season. So.
Have you seen any of the videos online of like Deshaun Watson, and there's videos out there of like him surprising his mom with a car, or anything? Maybe your former teammates or other guys.
I've definitely seen videos like that, and that's probably something I would like to do. But right now, I don't know yet. So.
Does she have a favorite car? I mean, is there one that you've already got in mind that?
Oh yeah.
Hey, if it's good enough, I'm gonna get this one for her.
Oh yeah, she has one, but she's probably gonna watch this video somewhere, so I'm not gonna say anything.
Hey, this offense, what has happened to it in the last, say, month and a half? It really have seemed to hit another gear.
We just focus and determined to be great. So we just keep going out there and practice every day, working on what we can do better, and just keep going from there.
Yeah. When people earlier in the year were questioning Trevor and how he was playing, what was your reaction to that?
I knew Trevor was going to be Trevor. I really didn't care what people were saying, because Trevor, he plays with poise, and if you look at the numbers, he's actually doing better this year than he was last year. So
T, how much are you looking forward to going up against Okuda? I imagine he'll probably be the best corner that you've seen all year.
And guys are well coached, got great feet. You know, he's very technically sound, and you know it's going to be a great matchup. You know, he's a first rounder, so you know it's going to be a great opportunity for me to go out there and improve my skills, and just it's going to be a great matchup.
Does he play physical with his hands at the line, or is he more of a kind of lay off but catch up guy?
You know, you never know what that guy's going to do. You know, I've seen both on film, and you know, I just got to be ready for both. So.
A lot's been made that you guys played a soft schedule this year. You can't help who you played, but no ACC teams in the top 25. Are you guys relishing the chance to finally go up against a team like Ohio State that's so highly respected nationally, maybe to kind of prove yourselves?
I say we're gonna prepare like it's any other team. You know, we're just gonna prepare like we have all season. We're just going to game with the mentality that we have to go out there and beat Clemson. So.
How much is it, you guys talk about keeping the prep the same, but how much is it different for these playoff games? When you go on the road, there's more media, obviously there's more buzz, you can't help but notice some of that. How much different is it even as you try to keep things the same?
You know, we just, it's not really difficult. You know, we just go out there and just beat Clemson. You know, obviously y'all know our social media policy, and so we can't respond to what the media is saying about us or anything like that, so we just go out there and just play our game.
Do you notice the buzz though? I mean, is it just because we're out there and it's one of the biggest sporting events in the country?
Yeah, if we're going to be on Twitter and be on Instagram and stuff like that, I mean, we obviously going to see it on our Twitter feed, and so I mean, it's just something we see and just keep scrolling. So.
I was watching the 2013 Orange Bowl between Clemson and Ohio State, and Sammy Watkins actually tied Nuke Hopkins for the career touchdown record. How special would it be to you to be able to break that record?
It was very special, you know, to put my name in the history books, and just being up there with those guys is just a great feeling, because, you know, there's two great Clemson receivers, and, you know, it's just something I'm looking forward to do.
See, a couple weeks ago I was talking with Coach Scott. He mentioned that one thing that's impressed him about you is that even when you're not getting the ball, you're not getting the numbers, he sees you on the sideline hyping up your teammates and being really supportive of guys. Where does that come from? I mean, do you ever think about your numbers? I mean, how do you stay focused on being a team guy and not worry about it?
It's just that family first thing that we have going on here. You know, it's just something we really emphasize, and you just can't be selfish. You know, if you're a selfish receiver, just a selfish individual, period, it's really not going to get you anywhere in life. You know, it's just having something that encouraging your teammates for them to be great is just something we always talk about and look forward to doing. So.
Have you always been like that? Or like that in high school?
Oh yeah, most definitely. You know, my coach take me out, and you know, whenever the game is over and we get the young guys in, you got to encourage those guys to be great so they can keep that dominant mentality to just go out there and dominate. So.
I mean, that's kind of rare for that position. The receiver's kind of position where it's a lot about me. You know, see guys in the NFL, I'm not going to name anybody, but you know what I mean. Yeah. Why is that? Why is that position more about maybe the individual than the team sometimes?
Honestly, I don't know. I've always been like a team player, so.
It's just not something you've ever...
Nah, it's not something I ever thought about in being a selfish receiver, so.
Where do you kind of get this humbleness from that you have? Is that growing up? Or?
Yeah, it's growing up. My mom always told me you have to be humble to get like most of the things in life. Like you just, I mean, obviously some things you have to be selfish about, but you know, it's just my mom and my dad always told me to be humble and trust in God, and things will come your way. So.
You always credit others too. Why is that? Is that something you always do?
Oh yeah, you know, I mean, you got to give credit where it's due. So I feel like if somebody's doing something good, I'm going to give credit to them, and this is how I've always been.
Is there an offense that Ohio State has faced that is set up to stress them like you guys?
I mean, I don't know. Honestly, we just got to go out there and be Clemson and just play our game. So.
Why were you reluctant to play quarterback?
I was one of those athletes that basically could do it all. And, you know, our quarterback had got hurt, and coach was like, "T, we need you at quarterback. We need somebody that can throw the ball and run the ball." And I was just like, "Okay, I don't mind it, I guess." And,
but you didn't want to do it to begin with?
Oh no. Yeah, quarterback not for me.
It worked out.
It definitely did. So, but I mean, it was just a great opportunity to see things from a quarterback position, being able to touch the ball every play. So.
She's like a role model in a different way. Like how did that kind of shape you? She said you wanted to be better. She wanted you to be better.
My mom, she wasn't able to go to college because she had my sister at a young age, and so me and my sister made a promise to her that we both was going to get our degrees from college, graduate, and so that's just a promise I always keep to her, and so this is something we always wanted for her to have.
Do you ever think about like your legacy, like what you want to go down in Clemson as being remembered as?
No, I haven't really thought of it, gave it too much thought, but now that I think about it, it would be something great. Just having my name in the history books is just something I can just really look back on in the next couple of years and be like, man, it's something I always remember. So.
Are records a goal or a luxury?
I mean, yeah, it's a goal. I mean, obviously, it can be a goal for anybody, and it's just something I always wanted to do is put my name in the record books. I did it in high school because I always wanted to in high school, and then to come to college and be able to do it in college is just another great feeling. So.
How hard is it this time of the year? You kind of focus on a game, but you don't know maybe what you're going to do, what your future is. How much do you think about it this time of year?
I'm really not thinking about my next step. I'm just focused on this season and trying to finish this season out strong.
Has that been hard at all?
No, just got to keep going on with what we're doing now and just focus on the now and not the future. So.
Is it important to have people around you that have that same mindset?
Oh yeah, most definitely. You don't want guys coming up to you and be like, man, what you doing this in the future every day. And instead of, you got guys saying like, let's go watch film, let's go do this, let's go practice on our footwork and this type of stuff. So it's great to have those kind of guys around.
What about like family members too, just trying to support?
Oh yeah, they not really worried about it or talking about it that much. I'm trying to focus on this season and trying to finish it out strong. So.
It's been 9 days, I think, since the ACC title game. How many times have you seen that catch? Your catch replayed, that sideline catch?
I've seen it multiple times. It's been on my Twitter feed. People at me in it, and every time I see it, I'm just like, man, I really caught that. It's crazy. But it was a great catch, and I'm looking forward to making some more.
As time goes on, is that your reaction? It's like, wow, how did I do that? Instead of, at the moment, it's just reaction.
I mean,
grabbing the ball.
we practice it, and so it was just one of those balls that Trevor gave me, and I was like, this is kind of like a practice catch right here. So I just went out and made the catch, kept my foot in the bounds, so.
What's it been like not having Coach Scott out there coaching you guys?
We just keep the same mentality we always have that he's always taught us, just go out there and dominate every day, and just having Coach Sweeney and Coach Grisham come out there and coach us up on the little things, and that Coach Scott was coaching us up on, and it's just got to go out there and dominate every day, like he said.
Coach Sweeney always paid a lot of attention to the receivers, right? He's a former receivers coach, so he always did. He was always out there at practice, making sure you guys did the little things, wasn't he?
Yeah. He'd come out there. He'll have a group, and Coach Sweeney have a group. Well, Coach Sweeney have a group, Coach Scott have a group, and we just coach us up on the little things, and Coach Sweeney criticized the littlest thing, and it's just great to have somebody like him out there in the corner. So.
He obviously enjoys every aspect of coaching, but do you see maybe a little bit of a spark with him when he's out there with you guys at wide receiver?
Oh yeah, he comes out there clapping, like this and that, yelling, ready for us, and it's just great, just have a coach like that, just come over there and give you some juice to get going in practice. So.
You've been around Tyler for a while too. Moving forward for the guys who are sticking around, what's it going to be like for those guys with Coach Grisham now?
Coach Grisham, he's a great coach. He's been doing well so far, and I feel like those guys are really going to love him, especially the guys that's coming in next year. He's a great coach, and he's going to teach them on the little things. So.
What's one thing about Tyler you can kind of look back on and go, hey, that's something that I noticed about that guy when y'all was
he's really good. Like when you're down, he can bring you up, and he's a really good motivational speaker. And he wants you to talk to God. That's one thing I always noticed about him. He's a God first guy, and I really like that about him. So.
T, I guess you guys may have another target to work in with Braden being able to come back. What's that going to add to the offense?
He's a guy that has good skill at the tight end position, and we feel like that's a guy that's going to really help us. So it'll take some pressure off some of us receivers. So it's really going to be good to have him back.
How much from a comfort level standpoint have you been on this stage and made big plays on the stage? Is that